Good evening, everyone. It's Jack from Compounded Average. I just wanted to spend a few minutes this evening thinking about consistency in this time of crisis. Consistency is more important than ever. Maintaining our focus at a time of crisis, whenever the world seems to be falling down around us, is particularly paramount, and it's it's even more essential than ever to push out the noise and stay focused on our mission, um, because in my experience, people who rise and fall with the tides of life, with the effects of their environment, because our lives do rise and fall, much like market cycles, etc. Um, People that rise and fall with the effects of their surroundings actually lose out, and the reason for that is because of the damage done. Um, if you really expose, if you really leave yourself exposed and vulnerable to those big crashes that come along after a long period of gains of growth, I guess. Um, And I just wanted to compare that to the stock market this evening. Returns build over years, and they compound and they build and they build. Um, However, it takes seconds for that all um, to be just completely washed away. Um, and so I draw from that on the importance of, in times of crisis, really being consistently committed to what you're working towards. And what I mean by that, I don't mean by like any special kind of as they call it on the stock market, timing the market. I'm not talking about any particularly drastic measures or anything like that. I'm talking about when times get tough, to keep going, um, rather than when times get tough, think to yourself, you know what, things are particularly hard at the minute, I'll just take it a bit easier. Because whenever things get going again, it's the people who have kept the momentum who will get away on you, not only during the crisis but after, because they're able to use that momentum to build on, and whenever the gains start coming back, um, they're able to build from that higher level. Um, and again, I'm not talking about anything special here. As is the theme of compounded average, we're talking about just the baby steps. One thing's been really important in my life is being able to put one foot in front of the other, and sometimes that's all we're able to do. We get up in the morning, we hardly see a reason to get out of bed, and the only thing we can do is the next thing in front of us. All we can do is keep putting one foot in front of the other. We're not that day. We're not going to be coming up with the cure for cancer. We're not going to be making our first million. Um, but I think that's absolutely vital. That determination, that consistency, that ability to just stick one foot in front of the other and keep doing it. Like, what's the next thing? What's the next thing? I need to get up. I need to get a shower. I need to get my breakfast. I need to go to work. I need to send emails. Um, not being overwhelmed by the fact that you're not going to do anything special that day, but just accepting that you're going to get through it. Because yeah, as I said, sometimes that's all you're going to be able to do. In some crises, you're going to be able to take advantage of it, deploy energy, deploy cash that other people don't have. If you're in a particularly find yourself in a particularly favorable situation, but yeah, if not, it's just a case of keeping going, because that's what's whenever the times do get good again, the the energy that you've put in during that crisis will have slowly compounded, and you won't have seen the benefits at the time because things just seem despairing. But once you're through, the benefits will be great. A personal experience of mine certainly was when I was back in uni, and oh, I when I was studying in Germany, I'm convinced their exams are harder. Um, they, I really struggled there, and there was some days all I could do was get the book out and read the words in front of me. I couldn't, um, if I couldn't, if if I couldn't understand something, I just had to move on and go to the next thing, and just little baby steps like that, and that was how I got through it, and did well in the end. But at the time, it was grueling. Um, and that's just kind of what life's like. You sometimes you go to work, and as I said, you're not going to be blowing people's minds. You're just going to be getting through it and getting through it, and compounding those little average things, for that one big hit, or those big hits, that come from time to time, just as often as the crises do. The big hits come as well, so you just need to be prepared for them through consistent actions.